The following program is sponsored by Kaylee's Outdoors. All content is the responsibility of Kaylee's Outdoors. Good morning, hunters and fishermen. It's time now for Catch the Madness, a presentation of Kaylee's Outdoors. Let your friends know that Catch the Madness is on Mountain Talk starting right now.
Good morning, folks. This is Kylie with Catch the Madness. Glad you joined us. We're brought to you by Steady Form. As usual, I want you to take off your hat, put your hand over your heart, and repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our guest this morning is going to be a group of guys out of the great state of Kentucky and maybe a couple of other places, but mostly out of the state of Kentucky. I've got Heartland Heritage Outdoors, and we're going to bring them on right now. Okay, guys, like I said, I've got Heartland Heritage Outdoors. These guys are from, like I said, Kentucky. I've got Brian Stevens and Mr. Jim Wilson, Mr. Brian Stevens, Mr. Jim Wilson with us this morning. And glad to have you guys. You know, y'all are my favorites.
Well, thank you. Glad to be here.
Let's talk a little bit about some hunting. How about that?
That sounds great.
Tell us a little bit about... I don't care. Either one of you can go, and you can both go. Tell us a little bit how you got into hunting and why it's your passion.
Well, my passion is turkey hunting, which Brian got to see how this is our first year that Brian actually got to go spring turkey hunting with me this year.
Oh,
he got to actually see how crazy I get over turkeys. But we had an awesome turkey season, but I got my start. My grandpa, my father is the one that really got me interested in. We, like I said, when I was young, we didn't have a lot of whitetail or anything around. That came a little bit later in our area, but it was squirrels and rabbits. And he taught me how the basics, how to carry myself in the woods, how to treat the woods, how to give back to the woods and the land. And but yeah, I give all my credit to my grandpa and my dad.
You know, Jim, that's you can't beat having a grandpa and a dad to teach you everything you need to know. And people starting out small game hunting and working their way up to larger game. You know, to me, I think that's a good way to teach a child nowadays, because children get all out of sorts, and unless they've been brought up in it, and small game they can handle starting out with.
Yes, I agree. I agree totally.
Now, so So Brian got to see. Now, let me tell you why we call him Monkey. This dude climbs up in a tree 30 and 40 and 50 feet in a tree stand, and I'm sorry, if it ain't 25 feet, if it's more than 25 feet, this old chick ain't gonna go up in it. So that's why we call him Monkey, and he calls me Sunshine, because I'm just a ray of sunshine most of the time. Brian,
absolutely.
You got to see turkey hunting this year, but tell us how you got started in it.
Just about the same way as Jim did. I had a grandpa that he used to take us out rabbit hunting, and he would actually kill rabbits with a cane.
Oh my!
He'd have me hang back a little bit, and when it's cold out, you can see that their breath coming up out of the rolls of the grass. And he would walk up with a cane and smack that roll of grass, and lo and behold, there'd be a rabbit. And I'd freak out. It was just, man, I was just, it's hard to believe, trust me. If you ain't seen it, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But he was good. He was good. And squirrel hunting with my grandpa, and my father taught me how to shoot archery. I traveled around the United States and shot in competition across the United States, and been deer hunting pretty much since I was able to walk. There was a time when my dad took me, I couldn't make it up the tree stand, so he put me on his shoulders and put me up in the stand. He said, "Now don't you get out of the stand until I come and get you." And heck, it was about 10 hours later, I was frozen.
Oh my, yeah, I know the feeling there on that one. Grandpa said, "Sit here, you don't move," or Daddy said, "Sit here, you don't move nowhere." I didn't even know that, Brian, that you archery competition shot. Tell us a little bit about that, because it's a really good thing, because you're getting to learn a different part of archery than most folks get to learn.
Well, back when I was shooting for Hoyt, and my dad, both of us were shooting for Hoyt, and we shot our fingers back then. This is back in the early '80s.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess about 1980 to 1996, somewhere around there. And I shot in the Male Bow Hunter Freestyle Limited, which is, your ordinary compound bow with a 12-inch stabilizer and a fixed pin.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't like bragging about myself, about my accolades or whatnot, but Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky State champion, and Great Lakes national champion. Me and my dad were actually national team champions at one time.
That is so awesome, Brian. I mean, there's not a lot of people, and I'm going to brag on you. There's not a whole lot of people in the world can do that, and I'm very proud of you.
Well, I appreciate it. It was just something that me and my dad enjoyed doing together, and it's always trying to outdo yourself. That was my biggest drive, was trying to always outdo myself.
Right.
And outdo my dad, of course.
Yeah, of course. And Jim, I have to say, you're probably one of the best turkey hunters I've ever met in my life. I mean, absolutely out of this world. I learn a lot from you guys by just watching and listening what y'all do. So, with that being said, y'all have a great company out that is amazing, and it's called Heartland Heritage Outdoors. But it's first started as Heartland Heritage TV, and if you didn't know them back then and just know them now, that's what they were originally called. Tell us a little bit about the company and how it got started, and what you've got. I mean, how many people you've got in? Give me the lowdown on it.
Well, we started out with a group. I'll tell you just a quick breakdown how it went. I started with a group about 4 years ago, and the group was a good group. They just didn't have the drive where we wanted to go. Brian, I came into his shop, and we started talking a little bit, and he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I'm filming and hunting with this company." And he's like, "That's my dream to do that." I was like, "Well, let's get together." So one thing led to another. Me and Brian started really hitting it off, and we started doing a lot of things, and we ended up starting Heartland Heritage TV. Well, some things, different things came, growth. Some people didn't have the time to dedicate it, and that's just life in itself. So me and Brian took over the reins, and we came and we made it a company. Made it a LLC now, and we mesh together. We're totally different, but we're the same when it comes to hunting and fishing. And he's taking me catfishing this weekend for the first time.
Oh, man.
Hey, Kaylee, he's never caught a big blue cat. He's never caught a big blue cat.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Jim. I'm going to tell you, when you start this, you're going to love it.
Yeah.
I never have. Well, I've bass fished a little bit, but nothing to ever say that I know what I'm doing. So we're going to give it a run. We're going to give it a run this weekend.
When he hooks into a 50-pound blue off the Ohio River, I can't wait to see his face.
I want you to tape it. There you go. I want to see this, because he's going to be like, man, you got to be kidding me.
The cool thing about so we got a good core group of guys that's really dedicated, and so me and Brian got to turkey hunt. So I went ahead and I tagged out early this spring season, and Brian was like, "Hey, I'm off this weekend," so it was my birthday, and I'm Brian's a whitetail hunter. That's what he's
and a good one.
He likes to do. Yes, and I was like, "Well, once you get hooked on these turkeys, and you hear them gobble, you're gonna think." Well, I took it out of my birthday, and all I could just wish was that I was going to get him his first spring turkey on my birthday. That's all I wanted. So we're caught, and the birds are gobbling their brains off early on, and they just stopped. When they hit the ground, they stopped. So I got up, and it was actually cold on April 26th, and he got up to stretch. I went up and started looking at the decoy spread, and I striked off a call, and I heard a gobbler way down about 250, 300 yards away from us. So I grabbed Brian, and we went down this holler, and he came on a rope. He came running. And he's every time I'd call, he would cut me off, and every step he would gobble. So I told him, when he passes this big oak tree, you squeeze the trigger. And he came in. It was he started laughing. We started laughing. It was a great morning. Best birthday present I've had in a long time.
Did you? I hope y'all taped this because I'd like to see this.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Brian, there's nothing like. I mean, we've got so many. The other turkeys, and a lot of them are more elusive. But you know what? When you kill that first eastern, it's like being born all over again, man. You just get something in you that you got. Jim, am I telling the truth or not? When you start turkey hunting, every time you get a chance, you're going to be turkey hunting, aren't you?
Yeah, I was very fortunate to my first hunt this season. First successful one was everyone's successful, but I went out and couldn't get nobody to go with me on this one evening hunt. So one of the guys at work, I asked him what he's doing, and we called in 3 longbeards. They come running in. We got a double on film the first evening. Then we went the following Friday. Took off some time off work, and the turkey actually came up spitting and drumming right on our turkey blind. He came, and then his feathers were rubbing against our blind. It was pretty awesome to hear it on video.
Oh man, I know this is awesome. How many guys are in the group now with you and Brian?
6.
And they range. What states are they in?
They're in Kentucky. All of us are in Kentucky at this point, but we're hunting Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana, and Michigan. We've been getting to do several different hunts with some different organizations, and it's been an exciting year so far. We started off real early this year, and it's working. Anymore, it's a year-round process, so you got to get all the footage and everything. So we've been blessed to meet some really good people along the way so far. And
like I said, these guys film everything, and sometimes it's going to be hilarious, sometimes it's going to be serious, sometimes you're going to cry, because last year when Brian got his deer, I was just crying. That was the nicest deer.
Yeah, so was I.
I don't know who cried more, me or you, Jim. But it was that deer was absolutely gorgeous, and I mean, you were so blessed for that. It was just weird the way it happened.
I got to tell you, Kaylee, I found another one.
No, you didn't.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be bigger than Mr. Jones ever thought about being. I'm on him.
Oh my gosh, is that gonna be in Ohio or is that Kentucky?
I can't disclose that information.
I don't have top secret clearance yet. Oh my goodness, boys, you got to help me out there.
I got to tell you what, if you see this one, if I get him, it's going to be something else. I'm telling you that right now.
Oh, I can imagine. But you guys are always welcome to come to Arkansas, and that give you another area to hunt.
Heck yeah, you're always welcome to come up here also. We've got about 3,000 acres between the 6 of us.
Well, you know the ATA's in your state, right?
Yes.
So maybe we can do some late season deer hunting.
There you go. You come on up here. We'll take good care of you.
I got to.
The good thing about
I got to. Y'all tell me. Y'all just tease me with all this good hunting and fishing now.
The good thing about Kentucky is we get to, I believe it's September 4th this year. It's a couple days earlier. We get to, Brian's deer last year just came out of velvet. He had a picture of him in velvet 2 days prior. So he was hard horn when he shot him. So
I didn't even know if he had come out of velvet yet, because I remember Brian showing that first picture, and then all of a sudden there's that deer laying, right there in front of him. And I'm like, I can't believe he done that.
Two days he was all horn, man. I was so upset. I wanted to get that sucker in velvet.
It seems funny. They do it. It's like one day they're velvet, next day they're not, and you wonder how did they rub all that velvet off that night,
Yep. I was totally shocked. I couldn't believe it. I was so excited to get in the woods and try to get that sucker in velvet. Oh,
So you get to start September the 4th, and that's early. Oh my goodness, that's early because we don't. I mean, we get to start later in September, of course, but even in Pennsylvania, I didn't get to start till the 15th, I think it was, and I figured that was early because it's a northern state,
Kentucky's getting a lot of attention just for that fact, because you really, in reality, you really have about 8-9 days that you're going to get a crack at a velvet buck. So if you're here opening weekend, you pretty much have a pretty good opportunity.
Oh, y'all don't do that to me.
See it.
Y'all don't do that to me. It ain't about 10 hours from here to there.
that ain't far.
Out of state license, of course, that's fine too. Everybody's got to pay something. It's always good to support the DNR. When, like I said, you guys always video your hunts. Where can people see your videos, or where can they see you at?
What we're doing now, we're collaborating with Maximum Outdoors TV. They're on the Sportsman Channel on Sunday night. We've got several projects right now. We're collaborating with them. We already filmed we did a charity event up in Michigan, outside of Decker, Michigan. It was called Hunting for Health. It's called D-Cups, Prostate Cancer Understanding Prevention Screenings, and they're an awesome organization. They want to bring awareness to men for prostate cancer.
Great.
And they did screenings right there. They was drawing blood. They had doctors all over the place, and we went out and shot some pheasants up there, and we just had a great time. We raised a lot of money.
That's
we filmed
awesome.
that up there. So that will air sometime in probably I think they said February, March, in that area.
Okay.
Then they're going to be back and forth with us, filming back and forth for their season 3. They're going to be down with us in September filming, and we'll be up there doing some different projects that are on the table right now. So we got the platform now. Now we're just going to be collaborating with them, and you never know what's going to happen. We might just go with them or whatever. But we're partnering up with them right now, and they're really good. Like I said, they're 7:30 on Sunday, so it's a real good primetime spot.
It's 7:30 Eastern, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Maximum Outdoors. As you know, Kaylee, you get to meet a lot of nice people, a lot of interesting people in this industry, and we met Chris Garza, Salvo Magro, Steve Noble, and Taylor Hurley up there in Michigan. I'm sorry, at the ATA show. And they sat down with us, and we had a long conversation for a couple hours. And man, I tell you what, they're a great bunch of guys that are willing to help us, and along with us helping them. And Maximum Outdoors is a great outfit. Good personalities, good men with
good
families,
show.
and hardworking guys.
Absolutely,
it's a
good show.
We just really go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
When they invited us up there, they pretty much said, come up and we're going to have a good weekend and we're going to do this and this. And I was like, told Brian, I said, we need to be part of that. And we went up and did that and got to know. They brought us into their homes, met their families, and we just meshed right away. And we're not going to be around anybody that's not family oriented. And they're full time. Chris is a full time farmer. Steve is a full-time school principal, so he's dealing with kids all day, and they're just family-oriented, and we just kicked it off right away. And so I think be a lot of good memories with that group, and we'll just see what the future holds. But that's where a lot of our footage is going right now. Then we're uploading a lot of short videos, just working on we got a lot of footage. We're just doing a lot of how-tos and where we're at, and just different odds and ends, just
So-
keep people's attention like that.
Right. So, other than the Maximum Outdoors on Sunday, starting probably you guys will be there in February, March, sometimes in that area. And I want everybody to. It doesn't matter if Heartland Heritage. Go watch Maximum Outdoors. This is a great TV program, folks, and it is family oriented. You don't see much of, of them doing anything alone. It's always with their family. And these guys, everybody's gonna have to understand. In the outdoor world, we're all brothers and sisters. We all take care of each other. We always want to make sure the next one gets a fair shot, just like Jim taking Brian out or Brian taking Jim out to fish. We are always doing something together as a family, and that's what it's all about. But if they want to see your videos, how-to videos, where can they go, guys?
We're on our webpage.
Okay.
Heartland Heritage Outdoors. You can always go to our Facebook page, Instagram, and Twitter. It's all under Heartland Heritage Outdoors. And a lot of that stuff's we're under construction on a few things, but it's all coming together. Our followers, we're getting a lot of people wanting to see us, and we're wanting to see. We share a lot of other stuff from people.
You do.
People that don't. We all need to get a start somewhere, and somebody needs to help somebody get started. And a lot of people. It's bad to say, but I see a lot of the competition with different organizations, and that's we're just trying to be open. And anybody calls us, we talk to them. Anybody that wants to go hunt, we hunt with them. We don't care what group you're with, and you got to, and all that stuff. It's
got to be stress, drama free for me from now on, and I will explain that in just a minute. But this is it's got to be you got to be able to just enjoy life, and this is what you guys are doing, enjoying what you do, and I'm so proud of you guys. You don't know how proud I am of you guys. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna give you about for 3 or 4 minutes to say something about your sponsors. Over my health scare over the weekend, you guys were there, and you were worried about me, and that means a lot to me because this is, like I said, this is family, and I don't know what to say. I appreciate all the love and support, the prayers, the thoughts that you guys send up. Worried about, just saying, Kaylee, hey, get better. We'll do this show some other time. No, we're going to do it Wednesday, and I'm sure I probably shocked you guys, but I absolutely appreciate your prayers and your thoughts over the weekend, and that means so much to me.
Well, Kaylee, I saw the post on Facebook. I think it was Daryl, and my heart sank. I was just because I think me and you connected pretty well over the last few months, and I was genuinely worried about you, and I just wanted to reach out, let you know we was thinking about you, let you know we was praying for you, and
you guys are the best.
I wish we would have seen you. I wish we would have seen you at the ATA show.
Well, I'm going to tell you, let me tell you, this year you will, but last year we had just got moved from Pennsylvania to Arkansas, and we were trying everything to get me up there and just didn't get that chance. But this year, y'all better watch out, because I'm coming. I'm coming to Louisville.
You're coming into Louisville, and
you'll be an hour away from our house.
You'll be an hour and a half away, so... But we'll stay downtown for sure. We'll be down there, and we'll have to get into something. If it's right or wrong, we'll get into something.
We're going to get into something. We just got to, because you guys and I, we've clicked so much. And I want to tell you, can't wait to see you on Maximum Outdoors. Looking forward to that by far. I'm looking forward to looking at your videos, because like I said, I'll learn a lot from you guys. And when you stop learning and you say, oh, I can't learn, I'm too old. Old dogs don't learn new tricks. By far, I learn new tricks. So I'm looking forward to seeing the videos on how-tos and who comes and where fors, and all the sayings we're going to go through. So I'm looking forward to that. Make sure you go to Heartland Heritage Outdoors website. I call them HHO because that's their Twitter handle, HHO Outdoor, or HHO, I think it is HHO. Yeah, Heartland.
HHO Hunting.
Yeah, HHO Hunting. Your Facebook account is Heartland Heritage TV. Instagram is HHO Hunting too. And if you want to, anytime, hit them up. Say, friend me, follow me, do whatever you guys. Because once you start following these guys, you're going to share them. You're going to like them. There's always something going on their page. They share my stuff. They share everybody's stuff. All you got to do is ask them. Brian, Jim, I want to have you back, next year. I want to be able to say, hey, I saw that these guys get their biggest buck of the year. I want to say, hey, I went to Kentucky to do some, late season hunting with these guys, So I'm looking forward to doing that with everything with you guys. And I'll make sure to share it on our pages too. Thank you guys. Come back anytime. You're always welcome at Catch the Madness with Kaylee, brought to you by Steady Form Outdoors and Heartland Heritage Outdoors. Go ahead and make sure you get your sponsors in, because we got about 2 minutes. If you can do that in 2 minutes, we're good.
I would like to Kicking Bear, Indiana chapter. We're going up there August 15th. Anybody that would be interested in coming up there with the kids, we have about 305 kids that we dealt with last year. Awesome event. Mm-hmm. But you can get on Kicking Bear or get a hold of Mike Miller. He's a great guy. He can give you all the information you need. A few of our sponsors and supporters: Big and J Industries, Badlands, Zuku Business Solutions, Bear Archery, Dead Ringer Broadheads, M&M Archery is our local archery shop here in our area that really takes good care of us. And Bailey's Car Wash keeps our rigs going down the road nice and clean. So we're very blessed to have good people, and we're surrounded by good people. And we just wish you the best, and just keep in contact. If you ever need us, you know where to contact us, and hope to talk to you real soon.
Me too. And, I don't have a nickname for you yet, Jim. I'll figure something out, though. Turkey Master, maybe.
I got one for him.
What's that?
I got one for him.
What's that?
He's the Combine.
Do what?
He's the Combine.
The Combine. Okay. That's a good one.
Jim the Combine Wilson.
I had to say that story. Some of my Iowa friends.
All right. So now, Monkey and the Combine, so glad to have you guys on with us. And I want you to come back. I'm always sunshine. So let's get a ray of hope out there for everybody. Kicking Bear, make sure you go to that, folks. That's an awesome event. August the 15th, contact Mike Miller. He'll hook you up with what you need. Thank you, guys. Please come back. See you.
All right, Kaylee. Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, honey.
All right. Thank you, and I will. I promise. No stress, no drama. It's all free and clear. Love you guys, and thank you for being on.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for being with us this morning, folks, with Kaylee's and Catch the Madness, or Catch the Madness with Kaylee, brought to you by Steady Form Outdoors. We want you to come back next Saturday. We got another great show planned for you. Make sure that you listen to us Saturday morning. If you can't catch us, there is always the audio on demand, and you'll have to sign up. Some folks say, well, I can't hear you, Kaylee. Well, you got to sign up for the show on the listening too. And then they're on YouTube, so make sure you sign up on YouTube and be able to listen to me. We're glad to be here. Glad that Mountain Talk 97.1 has us every Saturday morning at 8:30. Be sure to come back and catch the madness with Kaylee. Thanks, folks.
This has been Catch the Madness, brought to you by Kaylee's Outdoors. You can also listen to this show anytime from the audio on demand section of MountainTalkRadio.com or from the Mountain Talk mobile app. Be sure to join us next week at the same time for another exciting episode of Catch the Madness, a paid presentation of Kaylee's Outdoors. The preceding program has been sponsored by Kaylee's Outdoors. Join us again next Saturday at 8:30 for another episode, or listen anytime from the audio on demand section of MountainTalkRadio.com.
We all know healthcare has changed drastically. It's quite the puzzle to sort through your options and find a health insurance plan that's affordable and maximizes your benefits. and you're now required by law to have health insurance, or you may pay a tax penalty. So let the Health Markets Insurance Agency help you. They offer plans from over 120 different companies and can even help you obtain government subsidies. Let them do all the research for you and show you how affordable health insurance can be, a service that's at no extra cost to you. Call now and learn your options to find affordable health insurance. 800-398-0651. 800-398-0651. 800-398-0651. 800-398-0651. Health Markets Insurance Agency is a DBA or assumed name of Insphere Insurance Solutions, Inc., which is a licensed insurance agency in all 50 states and D.C. Not all agents are licensed to sell all products. Service availability varies by state.